What is going on, folks? Welcome back to another episode of Flying Brian's Garage. In today's video, we have a mower to revive for ourselves. It's been sitting for I don't know how long. Unfortunately, I lost the first part of the video way back when we flipped the propane mower. It was on the camera then when I lost another video and part of flipping the propane mower and part of that video. But it was a neighbor's mower. He gave it to me, and it's been sitting for I really don't know how long. I'd like to ask him and figure it out, but yeah, we're going to revive it and use it for here at the shop around the yard, and we're going to get rid of our other one that's been giving us issues. So let's go ahead and get into today's video and start getting us a different mower going for the shop. Alright, here's our new shop mower. It's a white outdoor automatic 50-inch cut. Thought it was 54. It's a 50. It's 50-inch cut. It is a hydrostat. So at least it'll be better than the Very Drive. I do like hydrostats better than Very Drives. I don't see a date on that battery, but I can tell it's pretty old. If we have a date on the side, maybe it'll tell me around the time when it was parked. We do need to make sure there's no creepy crawlies in it. Because there was one time when I pulled it down here. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. We got us a 22 Kohler Courage. Looks like it's pretty complete. Yeah, it looks pretty complete. We actually might be able to revive this engine, as long as it's not stuck or anything. I think first things first, I think we should take this thing up to the pressure washer. Well, first, let's get an air pump down here and see if we can't air up some of these tires. And then we'll take it to the pressure washer and clean it first thing, because I really don't want to work on this thing as dirty as it is, because ain't no telling what's creeping around down in that thing. So I say let's go get an air pump, pump up tires, and then we can focus on getting it drug up there and cleaned up, so we can start working on it. Now that we got our mower up here, let's go ahead and start cleaning it up. Seeing how good it cleans up. Alright, that unit cleaned up pretty decent. All under the hood. All around the machine. Yeah, it's actually a pretty nice mower. It ought to work pretty well for our yard here at the shop or the house. So, now that that is done, I guess what we'll do is throw a set of tires on the front of this thing real quick and then get it back down to the shop, start working on it. So as for tires right now, we have these two that came off the back of the Sheriff mower that we were using as rollers, and then we have our set of 4 hubcaps that we had on our mower. So we're going to go ahead and install these on our new mower and then get it down to the shop, start working on it. Okay, so this tire fit over here, but the other side, that wheel right there, will not clear that spot right there on the spindle. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one down to the shop and see if we can't inflate this one, because it's the one that has the bead off at the front, and if we can, we'll come back up here and install it. If not, we'll try the other one and see if we can't, between the two, get one of them up there for us to have a set so we can roll it around. Alright folks, we got some tires and hubcaps on this thing, got it clean. We got it up here in the shop, which was a little bit of a nightmare because this thing is heavy. I also had to remove the deck before I brought it in here because the deck is actually too wide to fit through the doorway. It's a big old deck, 50-inch cut. That's a wide son of a gun. So now that we got it in here, we can start evaluating and figuring out what's going on with this thing. Probably start out with the key, see if the battery and everything works, see if it turns over, then worry about maybe getting some spark to it, make sure it sparks going, and then we can focus on other things. I don't think anything's made a home in this, but I might need to check just to be sure. Yeah, I can't tell. I'll have to probably take all that off before I try to kick it over. Looks fairly complete though. Looks like the starter is was bound up. Well, it's a free engine, so that's good. Let's check our oil. Actually looks good, but way over full. It smells like gas. We'll need an oil change. Altogether though, it looks like a pretty decent machine. I'm hoping I should be able to get it running and riding. So, I guess let's start out with the battery. Let's see what volts are on it. And then I guess replace it and stick a key in it and see what it does. So, I know for a fact this battery probably has nothing. 2 volts. Not enough. I think before we do anything, I'm going to pump the old gas out of this. Alright. Big shout out to Butch for the hand siphon. I didn't realize how much that would come in handy. Now that we have probably a whole half a gallon here. Yeah, it's about half a gallon. Wow. I'll put our fuel cap back on. Key to stick in this thing. See if it don't turn over. something's going on with the starter. Just going to disconnect that connection real quick. See if I can't clean it up with the wheel. Okay, I'm going to test something real quick. Okay, starter issue. We need to take the starter off and figure out. It's probably stuck, as usual. So, like I said, let's go ahead and get our starter off here. We'll start thinking about rebuilding it. Before we do our starter, I don't want to forget about our oil change here. I've been known to forget about things. a few minutes. Check our oil. Alright, so we've got our starter busted apart here on the table. It definitely has some issues. So we're going to clean this thing up with the wire wheel. See if we can't maybe get it to come back to life. If not, I would like to buy a new starter. It's not looking the best for this one, I will say that. But we will attempt it. Alright, well, we can't rebuild the starter at the moment. We do not have the right parts for it. It has all the little tabs in the bottom eat up the positive and the negatives. It has a crack in the magnet there, which probably wouldn't be that big of a deal if the tabs weren't messed up. But I did get the top half of it all done up. But I noticed that I actually had a different starter. I tested it, it works. So I'm going to go ahead and slap this in place and let's see if this starter works on the engine. If it does, hey, we have us a starter. So let's get to installing this thing and see if it works. Well, I forgot to cut the camera on. We got the starter installed. Let's hook up our starter wire. And let's see if it don't turn out now. Okay. Spins over. Let's have any good fuel right now. I guess I'm gonna have to, you know what, let's do this. Let's pour a little bit of two-stroke down each little port there, and then we'll spray it with stuffs. Let's see if she fires up. It runs. That's good stuff. MOW system indeed works. That was an easy revival. This thing's been sitting for like 7 years. Let's see if the key cuts it off. Yeah. I can't believe it's still running. What's it running off of? It's about to die. Let it run off all its fumes. This thing just needs gas. Maybe to see if that other tire will hold, but that one's not. Oh, that's a nasty looking bugger. Alright. Boy, it is strong in here. Ooh. That is some strong stuff. Burn your eyes. Well, we got her revived. So, yes, we made some good headway tonight. I will more than likely get some gas for this thing in the next couple of days and get a deck back under it, get it cleaned up, make sure all the pulleys and everything work, make sure this thing drives, and we'll have us a mower. Alright, well, we're done for the night. I'm going to call it. Probably come back out here again at it maybe tomorrow or the next day and get this thing moving, get a deck under it, and get it mowing again. That's the plan. So, I'd say it's a pretty good plan. Turns out to be a pretty good unit after all. It just needed a little love. So, I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. Go down there and leave a like, comment down below if you have any questions or anything of that sort. And we will see you guys back out here again in a day or two where we will get this thing back out in the yard and mowing where it belongs. Take a quick second, make a new little commercial thingy, whatever you want to call it. Y'all be sure to go like the videos. YouTube likes that. Comment down below. YouTube likes that. We're still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers to get monetized, so if you're not subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscription button and hit the all notifications bell. That way you're notified every time we put out a new video, which is at least once a week at this point. Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram. The only one that's different is these Snapchats and Avatar. The rest of them are the same profile picture as the YouTube channel. So you can go to those platforms, type in Flying Brian's Garage in the search engines. You should find me, and we post different content to those as a sneak peek to what is coming. Also, be sure, if you want to, come join us on Facebook at Flying Brian's Garage Mud and Race Mowers. We have a group where we're trying to build like-minded folk to come around and share your builds, share your ideas, and maybe even plan a get-together ride or something. So y'all be sure to check out all those things and stay tuned for the newer videos. If y'all want to check out some of the older videos, we got a bunch of stuff back there in playlist. So if you're feeling a little like a little Flying Brian's Garage mood, y'all can go back, watch a bunch of old videos, and stay tuned for the newer ones. And let's go ahead and get back into the shenanigans of the video. Alright folks, this is the next day. We're back on this unit. Pulled our deck off last night, got it up in there, got it running, surprisingly. And still got to clean and check our deck. make sure everything's good on it so we can put it back on. We will be dragging it up to the pressure washer here soon to give it a good clean off and all that good stuff. Inspect it. We went and got some gas today for this thing. I got some non-ethanol, so we will be putting some non-ethanol in the tank, firing it up, seeing how it runs, and then more than likely airing up our tires, getting it off the lift, and we'll probably use this to put the trailer behind and haul our deck around. So yeah, let's get started on this thing and see what we can get done today. Alright, we got our tires aired up all the way around. Probably need some fix-a-flat. Also got our battery hooked up, so this thing should turn over. Let's damn it, trying to crank up again. This thing is just wanting to go, guys. It just wants to go. Let's get some fuel in it. I got a little over a gallon of non-ethanol fuel. We will throw in the tank here and yeah, fire this thing up, see how good it runs with fuel in the tank. And if it does what I want it to, folks, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this thing off of the lift and ride it around, and then go get our trailer to start working on our deck. Alright, we got about 1.5 gallons of non-ethanol here. Thank God my town finally has a station that has non-ethanol fuel. Oh, it smells like gas used to. Yes. Make a man happy. That's what gas is supposed to smell like, folks. Good and strong. Well, let's see what she does. Something to help it. Get back here, lift the rear end up, and let's see if that drivetrain works. Ran backwards for a second. Okay. Alright, so at this point it runs, but it diesels really bad. And, well, the transaxle moved, I should say, for a second. But I think one of the belts may have took a dump or something's going on. So, what we need to do is pull this thing apart. Or get under it, if I should say, not pull it apart. My mind's a little somewhere else today. I'm going to pull the ramps out from under it down there, lower the back end, slide it back some, then I'll take the lift here and then lift up the front, and we'll see what's going on with it underneath. Alright, we got this thing up in the air. Let's see what the heck's all going on here. It's missing a pulley, I think. I think it's missing a pulley. Right there. I feel like it is. Oh, it's gotta be. Because all the rest of the belt looks fine. See any broken spots. Okay, well, I need to source a pulley somehow, some way. Well, here comes the fun part. We gotta locate a pulley for this thing. Apparently we do not have one here, I don't think. I'm gonna go through my stuff and look just to be sure, but I do not think I have a pulley that will fit that application. I do believe I need a flat idler. think I have one. Oh. What's that? A flat idler. Nice. Oh, and it spins. Okay, we found one. We indeed did find one. Now all I gotta do is find where that other little... There it is. Got another oil burn heater for the shop this week. Alright, well, we successfully have us a pulley. Now let's see, here's the big test. Is it the pulley that'll fit in this area? I'll have to drill a new hole. Yep. We'll have to drill us a new hole down in here, but we can make it work. So let's go ahead and see about putting that pulley in place so we can get our drivetrain working. So we got a pulley under it. I ran out of juice in my light. I need a belt catch on that because it tends to flop down, and then when I go to push the foot pedal back down, it wants to kind of kick off to the side of the pulley. So we're going to add a belt catch in there, but it's about the storm. I know the sky don't look like it really, but back there it's a little dark. Yeah, that says more. I'm hearing thunder and lightning strikes really close around here, so I don't like playing with metal tools or anything metal while it is lightning. So I'm going to go inside and probably do some editing and kick back, eat something, and maybe come back out here later on tonight when the storm passes over and continue on with our belt catch on our pulley, and then maybe we'll have us a transaxle that'll roll and pull, and we can get this thing off the lift and take it for a ride, get our deck going, and we'll have us a mower. Alright folks, it is the next day. We are messing around with the 50-inch deck. I've already went through this thing with a fine-tooth comb. I've not pressure washed it yet, but I did take off all the joints. I got all the pulleys moving, lubed them up, lubed up our pivot spot there for our tensioner. I need to add another spring. I did get all of our blades on the bottom and spindles moving. Flip it over. That one spins. There was a bunch of crap under them. That one spins. And then that one spins. They were all locked up. So, now that all that's done, we're going to go ahead and drag this thing up to the pressure washer. And I know I was going to do it with the mower, but we still haven't got the drive system situated yet, so we're just going to go ahead and pressure wash this tonight, get the belt back on it, get everything clean and prepped and ready, and then we'll probably also work on this tonight. We still got to add a belt catch for that pulley, and then I should be able to drop it on the ground, put the battery back in it in the box, and it should ride out. So let's go ahead and get these things done. so we'll have us a mower. Alright, we got this deck clean top to bottom. Everything functions as should now. So we're going to go ahead and let this dry up here. Get all that water off the top. The bottom has been cleaned thoroughly. This should be one good mower deck. So we're going to go ahead and put up our pressure washer and everything, get back down to the shop and work on a belt catch for our pulley. And hopefully we can be able to get it out, ride it around, throw the deck up under it, and be done with this project. Alright, we found a piece of metal out in the scrap bin. It was good enough to make a belt catch with. All I might need to do is cut some off of it, but we're going to let that cool just a little more, and then we're going to go ahead and install it under the mower here. Once we are done with that, we should be able to drop this thing down and air up the two front tires again because they're flat. And yeah, try to ride out this thing. I may actually have some fix-a-flat here. Let's just go ahead and put some in that one tire. I know the other one's not going to hold very well, but at least we can try to get the one side to hold. So we got a little bit left here. Let's try to use it. Alright, we got fix-a-flat in that tire. That tire is been aired up. No fix-a-flat though. I don't have enough for that tire. Our bracket should be cooled off by now. So I do believe we're about to crawl up under there and install this guy, or at least see if I need to cut anything off of it. I kind of hope not, but we'll see. But yeah, let's get under there and get that installed so we can almost be done with this thing. So we have a small issue, and it is the fact that this fits, but I beat it down a little too far. So we're going to take this back to the vise, bend it out just a hair, and then install it. It should work just perfectly. Alright, we got our bracket straight. Let's go ahead and try to install it. Alright, there is our belt catch installed and in place. Let's drop this thing down, lift the back end up some, and see if we don't have us a pedal now for our forward and reverse drive. And if we do, then we can get this thing off of the lift and maybe take it for a little ride around. See how good it does. I'm not sure, but I feel like it's probably going to be a pretty good mower. Let's find out. I don't know what it is about this steering that makes it want to toe in, but I just got that side adjusted, and now it's wanting to toe in over here, so I guess we're going to have to try to adjust this side too, just to see if we can't get it roundabout close. I don't know why this front end is doing that, but it's doing that. So I may be missing a bushing somewhere or something of that sort. I'm not sure, but let's see if we can't straighten this side out too. Alright, our front end is about as straight as I can get it for now. Hopefully it'll straighten out once it gets leveled. But I think what we're going to do now, we can put our battery back in and get this thing running so we can see if the drive system works with what I did. And if it does, looks like we're good to go. Alright folks, pulley's on with a belt catch. Everything's been lubed under there. I went ahead and did that before I put the battery in the battery box. All that's back in, front end straight. Let's see about firing this thing up. First we're going to lift it up in the rear, and then let's see about firing this thing up, seeing if the rear end is going to do rear end things. Slowly but surely. Alright, we got our forward and reverse gears working, we got our clutch working. Let's go ahead and pop our battery back in the box and get this thing off the lift, see if it'll ride. So I know we're lacking in light out here, but Got it outside. Let's fire this thing up. Got headlights. Oh yeah. That's it. They're gonna pull uphill though. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. This runs good. Alright folks, it is time to put the top cover back on the engine. Alright folks, we got everything under the hood assembled. The only thing we're lacking is an air filter, and we will acquire one of those soon. Other than that, we got us a runner, and she's all put together except for the deck. So what we're going to do now, we've got our deck right here. We're going to go ahead and put the belt on it and throw it up under here, because I can't wait to get this thing mowing. Alright folks, you're looking at a finished product there, except for a tire leaking. She should be ready to mow, so I'm going to get on it real quick. We're going to drive it back down. Or are we? Why ain't it starting? I guess we got something to figure out. Okay, I figured it out. The damn safety. Second ago. Shut this unit off. That works. Awesome. All right. We have us a running, riding, and mowing machine. So with all that being said, I will see you guys back out here again tomorrow, where we will take it out in the yard, see how good it mows, all that good stuff. I wish I could get that glare out of that light. There's my corner. Yeah, we'll take it out tomorrow and test it in the yard, see how good it mows, and hopefully that's the end of the repairs, and we're back in business with our new and improved 50-inch cut lawnmower. So I will see you guys back out here again tomorrow for the last day of the video. Alright folks, it is the next and last day of this video. Forgive me, my camera is fogging just tad. We got this thing finished up last night. The deck on it. We checked it. It seems to turn the blades. The only thing we're having issues with is that one tire keeps leaking down. The Fix-A-Fight actually fixed the other one. So let's get out a key, fire this thing up today. First things first, we're gonna get the tire aired up, and then we're gonna jump on this thing and see about mowing our yard with the new mower. Alright, we got our tire aired up. Let's jump on this thing. See if she'll fire it for us first thing today. Okay, it must be a switch messed up or something. It's doing the same thing it was last night. Hold on a sec. Yeah, it's doing the same thing it was doing last night. It just... Very weird. It should fire up. It hits the safety switch. Come on, baby. Don't give me problems today. I just want you to run. That's all. Why the key won't start it? I don't understand. It's starting it fine, then it won't start it. Do I have a short somewhere? I wonder if I should just hot jump it for now. I just don't understand. to be so difficult. Let me look at a few things and see if I can figure this out. Yeah, I'm just gonna hot jump it for now. We'll worry about that crap later. Because for some reason the key isn't working right now, and it was yesterday. So let's just hot jump our starter. And to do that, you positive on the starter and ground on a source. At least it cranks right up. Okay, why did it do that? It's running just fine. Does it have gas in it? Yeah. Let's try hot jumping it again. This thing was working great yesterday. Of course it wants to give me issues today. Okay, what the heck? Worked great for a few minutes. Now it just don't want to work at all. Let's see if I can't get some spray, clean it up. Alright, we got us some brake parts cleaner. Well, the key's working again. So what we have here is definitely an engine issue. I do believe either the fuel pump is diaphragm's messed up. Actually, it'd be a good way to check that. I think the diaphragm's gone. So if there's fuel on this dipstick, technically, I should be able to take it out and light it on fire. No? Sure smells like fuel. Another way to check. This tube here. Don't look like fuel, but then again, could be. I think what I'm going to do is change out the fuel pump. See if maybe that helps. If not, maybe our not cleaning the carburetor has just came back to bite us in our hiney. Yeah, which is very possible. But I think first things first, I'm going to check and change the fuel pump just to rule that out, because honestly, if it's been sitting for 7 years, that diaphragm probably is junk. So let's try to find one that works and install it, and hopefully that fixes the issue. Alright, first off we're going to start off by checking the pump. Let's disconnect our fuel side. That runs to the carburetor. Broke loose. Be up there. Looks like alright, now I'm going to kick the key over. See just how long or just how much fuel is going to pump out. Alright, let's see exactly what size this is, and then I will let y'all know. It's 10 millimeter. Two bolts here. And it's just a matter of moving our clip down. Moving our pump. Let's install this Briggs. It's a Makuni with the Briggs logo on it. See if this one don't do it a little better. Alright, different fuel pump on. Let's kick it over. Not a damn thing. Really? Alright, we should now have a good running machine. So, I did notice that the fuel has already primed its way up to the pump, and it didn't do that before, so I do believe we're good to go. So we're about to finish putting up tools, jump on this thing, and continue mowing the yard. Hopefully, that was the issue. Pretty sure I also got the key working again. So, Shut the hood. We'll choke it. Come on, baby. You know what? It might help if I have that hose hooked up. Idiot. Yeah, that would help a lot. Now it's primed. we're going to run over here to Mike's real quick. He has a deck sitting over there. I think it's a 48 to a 50-inch deck. And I'm hoping it has a size belt that we need. So we're going to go check and see, because we do not have any that's close here at the shop. Alright folks, it's the next day. We actually looked through our stuff yesterday and through Mike's collection of things over there. We could not find a belt for this. It is super long. So I'm going to have to order one, and it'll probably take a few days. And unfortunately, I need to get a video out. So I can't wait. So y'all did see it run, y'all saw it ride, y'all saw it mow. That's about as much as I can do now. I'm going to call this video here. And we'll probably see this thing again return on the channel at some point, because we are going to keep it. But for now, we did revive it, we did get it running, we did get it rided, we did get it mowing, we just need a belt. So I'd say it was a success, and we're very happy with our new mower. Like I said, just need a belt. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go down there and leave a like for me down below. It sure helps out. Comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Put out new videos every week. Try to do sometimes twice a week, but right now it's every week. So, y'all be sure to stay tuned for them. And if y'all want to see what's going on in the meantime before the videos, y'all be sure to follow the other social media, the Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, and the Instagram. We post updates almost every day, shop updates. So yeah, let's get into another video. I don't know what we're going to be into yet, but it should be good. So also be sure to follow, or come join us. I can't even talk today. Come join us on Facebook at Flying Brian's Garage Mud and Race Mowers. Share your builds, share your ideas, and just come talk to us. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys on the next episode, where we will be doing I don't know what, but it should be good.